Hey folks, welcome back to TIMBERBORN, and if you watched to the end of the last video, in fact I'm not sure at what point it occurred because I was kind of hyper focused on the building project. Welcome to my brain. We have a small problem. We have very little food. Well, in fact, we have very little processed food. We have plenty of corn and eggplants. We just need it to be processed. I can't remember if at the end, after I finished recording, I clicked prioritized by haulers on both of these or not. But I believe the main problem is lack of logs, because most of that is being used to make planks to work on our building project over here. So, and our forest is well cut down, shall we say. But we have lots of logs available on this map. So we can resolve this, I think, relatively easily, which we're going to try and do now. So come on, game. Actually, the other thing we should do, not run on 30 times speed. We're actually going to pause for a moment, because I don't think... Two things. One of you pointed out that our cameras are both set the same, which is wrong. The other thing is I didn't actually enable the time-lapse mod. So we're going to set camera. Yep. They're both done. And then we're going to go into settings because we didn't actually enable it. I'm going to leave it on every 12 hours, so it'll take 2 pictures a day, which is fine because we're going to just stitch them together right at the end. Anyhow, let's get back to what we were trying to work on, which is our log shortage. So we have more than enough lumberjacks over here, so I'm going to pause a couple of those because we don't have an abundance of spare beavers. I'm going to throw a couple of lumberjacks here because there is a supply of pine trees here, so that'll give us some logs. We're going to mark all of these to be cut. It is one of the things that I've been saying about this map is it is very nice that it has plenty of trees available to be cut. And we now seriously need to take advantage of that, so we shall. Over here, we can take advantage of more trees that are cuttable, so we also shall. Let's unpause things and get that rolling. There are some logs there which we should get picked up. But I think that's our problem, is that we don't have the logs to run these. We're also going to do a double tap on pause just to make sure that the employment mod isn't screwing us, so hopefully we can get that going. The other thing that I thought is there is a plentiful supply of logs over here, and we can relatively easily get access to this with a little bit of work with the tubeways. If we do that, and we then stick a tiny tubeway station on top there, we're probably going to have to delete a couple of trees just to get a path and a lumberjack in, but we can then get access to all of this to cut down. So I thought that was kind of cool. We will prioritize it and do that. I did have a question about whether we had scrap metal storage over here for the smelter, and we do not, so that would be a good thing to resolve. So we'll just put a small storage here with that set to obtain. It's not a massive problem at the moment, but in the future we might want to address that. I've made another tweak to my mic settings. We'll see how it sounds this time. Got the new cable as well. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm still getting what I'm getting, and it doesn't necessarily appear as much in the Timberborn videos. Is some really random small noise spikes that are really difficult to edit out. So yeah, have that prioritized by haulers as well. I've got a couple of homeless beavers, but it's only 2 at the moment, so I'm not too worried. See what I did there? Right, we'll leave those pumping. Water supplies are full. You will stop in a moment, I assume. Although you're not actually doing anything anyway, so that should be okay. Yeah. That was that one. The other thing that I had suggested to look at was with a little bit of work, again, we can get in here to address this because we've got a 27-day drought. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Darn it. Put you back as a priority, and we'll pick you up as a priority. What I meant to do, put that there, delete that, and we're going to put a stream gauge here. And we're going to control these 3 floodgates off of a stream gauge that's in this bit of the flow. The other thing we can do is there are logs down here as well. So, and because this is on the tubeway network, these should be fairly quick to get to. So, may as well get these cut down. Other cool thing, this has dried out, so we can start to think about the mine when we need to. I can get up to some of those, but not all of them. So anyway, log situation has improved. Food situation has instantly improved. That was a relatively easy fix, which I expected it to be. It was just, I didn't want to fix it mid time lapse because it seemed a little too big. Something I did do mid time lapse was to add in another explosives factory, because that was one of the limiting factors that we had. So yep. Gears wise, I will set you to automate products, and I'll set you with the same. What did I have set this one? Seems to have forgotten it. So I want this to have a big fat wide window, and we kind of spoke about this before. This one doesn't have it either. Basically, the way I assume this will work is it will pretty much fill our gear store and then let it run down and then refill it and let it run down and refill it, and that's fine by me. I am perfectly happy with that as a method of operating, rather than the ones where we have smaller storages. It's just going to keep them topped up, We need some storage for treated planks as well. So let's get that sorted. And I'm going to frustrate some of you by prioritizing it rather than going and deprioritizing the other stuff. There is a reason for that, because I want the other stuff to actually happen. So we're just going to selectively prioritize things as we want them to be a higher priority. There is a whole load of wood over here that we can get to as well. So, but for now, let's prioritize, because this is on the tubeway network. It makes more sense, I think, to use this. I did wonder if we should extend the tubeway network up and over to this to speed up the building process. But we're kind of limited, and the reason that I haven't... Two things. There's always two parts to stuff. Welcome to my videos. I haven't cut a hole in this side so that it's quicker for them to get in to build stuff, because we don't have terraforming yet. And I haven't just done the edges and then rely on collapsing it, or just opened the top up and filled it with dynamite, because I want to keep the lid on this. I want this to be an enclosed reservoir. So there is method to why I've done things the way I've done them. Yes, it's kind of a slow process. But I'm trying to do things that are slightly different to what I've done before. So it's going to be what it is. Do we have... Which menu is it? Which menu is it? Where be medical beds? Not housing. Not workplaces. Our well-being. We've got 9 medical beds, so we're okay for those. Cool. They're doing okay for adding to our wood supply. And we can now add in this one as well. And as we open this area up, we will be able to add in even more lumberjacks and start to work our way up the side of this mountain, clearing the dead trees. There would be benefit in bringing the tube network up here. We'd have to go up and over the berry plantation because we need the berries. So food has recovered nice and quickly, which is great. Both of these need to be built in the next 20 days, so we've got time, but I am going to prioritize them so we can get that back in. And yeah, I just want to experiment with being able to open these up as well, but we're going to have them set to be contamination controlled again. So yeah, you're doing your thing, which is great. I'm going to let the beavers, so they've got quite a lot of that cleared. We'll wait, actually, we'll wait. Yep. Just talking to myself, don't worry, it's fine. We will want to pick those up. those as well, couldn't we, with a bit of thought? With a bit of forethought and planning. And probably all of that as well. Did that get built? It did get built. Excellent. I'm kind of liking that our power grid is pretty much adequate. I haven't looked yet to see if the flywheels mod has been updated yet, to see if we can add that back in or not. I'm sure if it has, one of you will let me know. But it looks like we might need to build another power wheel because we're making use of this. On occasion. Now, not sure of the best place to put it yet. I hadn't really thought about that. So we'll ignore that for now. Give our problems a stern ignoring, because that's how we deal with life sometimes. If only I was joking. So we have got more homeless beavers now, so we could probably benefit from another housing expansion. So let's sort that out. Go. We'll put back the... We want to try and push well-being up a bit more. Probably not while we're doing masses of building. So let's just do that for now. Yeah. I'll be getting on with this project. So we've still got a lot to go. That's fine. We've still got a lot to go on this as well, but log situation is recovering. So these guys have cleared that. Let's unpause this one, because I realized they marked some more trees but didn't actually get them set to be cut. And come in here, and we can now increase our lumberjackage over here and start to enable access up as well. So that they can get to more of the trees. Obviously, we'll need to do a few more access points because some of it's a little bit fiddly, but that's fine. As I said, there are loads of trees on this map, and slowly we will take advantage of them. That part doesn't really need to be there, so get rid of that. Do is growing some more, amazingly, more cassavas. And we could probably do, I mean, we do want to think about a new farm, which we're working on because it's going to be in here. Once we've got this set up, but obviously this is taking a while. But I'm just wondering if we wouldn't benefit from setting ourselves up with is that our main scrap metal storage? It's quite a lot of our scrap metal. Let's set that to be emptied. Let's get rid of that and get rid of that. I'm thinking we might set up a temporary farm over here. Just to increase our food production, because we are not really super resplendent with food. Okay, it is the next day in the real world. I'm just going to pause the game for a second. We have, hopefully, flywheels back. So we had the medium framed flywheel unlocked. So I'm going to go into developer mode. I'm going to add in 2k science, so it'll cost us 500 to re-unlock it. I think that's okay. So we're going to unlock it again, and I'm going to instant rebuild it and reconnect it here. So we'll delete those. We'll delete the resources. So this is just replacing the one that we lost. As well, we need to still have dev controls on to that. Turn them off, and there we go. So that's back. That will recharge, and that will resolve our slight problem that we had earlier in the episode about the power wheels not generating enough power, because overnight this will get charged up and we'll all be good. So yep, we were, or I was, talking about putting in a temporary farm. So I'm just going to delete that. They can pick that up. We need to sort some hydration. So let's come in here, and I'm just gonna, so we can probably, if we put some explosives somewhere here-ish, we should be able to hydrate all of this top area, and I would assume down some of the rest of it. And hydration doesn't go up very well, but we'll see how we get on. I'm going to prioritize this. I do want to get this farm up and running, so yeah. And then we'll get back to working on this. And so we have done, come on game, you can do it. 1, 2, most of that one. We're getting there. We're getting there. So that, but yeah, I want to increase our food production because it's not awesome. We could do with more cassavas. We could do with more mangroves, but we don't really have. We could expand this area. We could try and maintain the hydration of this area, but you know, what it is. As I think I said, when I did some testing, I did try damming across here, and it had all sorts of weird pulsing, flooding issues. So I'm not keen on doing that at the moment. Keep an eye on our log situation and our water situation. It is okay. It's dropping, but it's not terrible. We might actually want to put in more pumping over here. so that we can pump a little bit faster during the drought times. Oh, and it's probably not helped by the issues we had where we started pumping late. So, you know, it is what it is. You'll be okay, folks. Don't worry. I think I mentioned maybe in the start of the first half of the video. I've been playing on diorama. Find more words. Trying to do. Yeah, that's right. Doing a version of like JC's doing with his 1,000 beaver challenge, just for a bit of fun. I wanted to see how hard diorama was at the start, because he seemed to be struggling. It is hard, can confirm. And I think I'm nearly 50 cycles deep, and I have been running the time-lapse mod on there because that's what I said before. And I'm at the point now where I'm just trying to stockpile enough water to then... I want to try and do 2 cycles with 100 beavers. And... oh, it takes a lot of work to try and pump and store that much water on that map. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how... with how JC makes content, which is very similar to how I make content, how he's going to manage that. Because say I'm nearly 50 cycles deep. And I'm just getting to the point where I've got about 70,000 water stockpiled. It's been quite a slow process. So yeah, I think he's gonna find it quite tricky, personally. And I think it's going to be a much longer process than a lot of his other series. So, but my plan is to try and turn that into a short or something, using the stills from the time lapse, just to, because you guys like seeing my other colonies. And it's close, but it's taken a lot of time. Taken a lot of time, but it's been fun and sometimes frustrating. I will admit, sometimes frustrating. Trying to get the water stockpiled. I'm getting there with it. Over here, how are we doing? Speaking of getting there, they are almost cleared with that, so we need to get that built so that we can get there. Those are all marked to be cut, and then we're going to need to go up another level. Let's throw a staircase there. Mark all of those. And mark. Nope. Okay. That built, so we want to advanced, attach to stream gauge. Bosh. Pause above, that will do. Unpause below. That'll probably do. Let's get a water tank over here as well. Take priority. Our stored water levels are dropping, but we've got 21 days left at the rate that it's dropping, so that's okay. We got another single layer of water to pump though, so I want to increase population again. Let's to up our ability to pump. Hydrated a pretty nice area. And we're off again. Right, let's get some planting planned. Yeah, I want to grow more cassavas because we have the ability to process those and we don't have enough. So it would make sense to grow more. I think corn and eggplants look okay. Maybe a little bit more canola would be good. Too much. Kohlrabies, because they're easy. Let's plant a little bit more of those as well. A lot of crops for a single farm, but you know, that needs to be prioritized, and it's quite a long way, but it's just temporary. It's just temporary. And we have a decent amount of food. We could just do with more. So, yep, this is working out. It's doing as we wanted it to do. But the engine is shut down, so that's also good. And over here, we are now making progress on building this, which is great. Let's get them to prioritize removing that. Then under here, how are we looking now? So 1, 2, 3 done. We've just got about half of a layer of clearing of that to do, and then all of this. So let's hook up path there. That's still got a little bit of water left in it. That's almost cleared. Worth us going up another level? Or do we come over here? Quite a trek. There are a lot of trees there. Some beavers with nothing to do in range. Right, let's just start by coming here. Clearing out all that. You can't reach. No, you can't. Okay, so you can go. There. Go. And you can be moved over here. Might as well cut those down as well. Paused. Yeah, you are. What we'll do is, I think we'll speed the game up for a bit. It's going to get a little bit stuttery. I think it's really weird. It seems to run better on my laptop at the moment, which I don't get. Art of slideshow, isn't it? So we won't do that. Oh, awesome. Farms planted, which is cool. Let's make sure that's prioritized. So we've got 1,000 water left. We've got 9 days worth of water left. Okay. You can do some pumping. Could. Not much water there. Getting to the point where we probably want to think about unlocking the large tanks soon. Sooner rather than later. At some point we will want to deepen this as well. We've got a way down we can go. At least a couple more. Down a couple of layers here. Maybe the same in here as well. There's a reasonable amount of water there, and I think although it's going to maybe screw up our tree growth in here, I'm a little bit nervous about our water supply. So I'm going to keep pumping. Almost tempted. Or I'll pump the other side of that. Just in case. Just in case. More food coming in, which is good. We like that. That's getting built now, which is good. You guys are done for now. They can go back. Let's get this one built, because I am keen to keep harvesting some of the naturally available trees. Yeah, we've got 4 days worth of water left and 5 days left to go. That is not maths that makes me comfortable. We also have water here, so let's get some more pumping going. I knew the drama was coming. Maybe we just have run constantly. Prioritized by haulers, please. You can be prioritized by haulers. 2 days worth of water is not a number I like seeing. How is that looking? Very close to having all of the blasting done. So, delete that. floors over the top of that. Might not want to do that. Might need to put the sluice gate there. Still 2 days of water left. Okay, it's holding. Holding's good. Good. That's about to stop pumping soon. So, yeah. Still 2 days of water. Hopefully these can keep pumping and we'll be in an okay position. We've still got logs, so that's okay. That's basically done, which is great. That means the builders will then focus on building this. So that's basically done. And those two pumps are really not keeping up with the required amount of water. So we have water available still, so let's build more, shall we? Because we're going to need them anyway to fill up our stores. So, because we seem to be hemorrhaging water at quite a rate. And yeah, I definitely think that it would be sensible to... There would be a sensible place. Really annoy some of you. Because it's on the network, I think actually a sensible spot would be here. Because it's on the grid for the tubeways. But set to supply. Right, you've cleared those, so you can then be removed. Come up here. Yeah. Another one in, 160 water left, 1.5 days to go. But food is okay, water is not okay. There we are, so let's make sure you are prioritized. 0 water. We've only got a day left to go, so that shouldn't be a big issue. Shouldn't be a huge issue. 2 more tunnel pieces to make. Yeah, they should. I mean, these guys are going to pump something. So shouldn't be too badly off for having run out of water at the end of the drought. It happens. It wasn't a particularly long drought, so that's not awesome. but this is going to add a decent amount to our water store. And that says to me that we would probably benefit from, yeah, is planning on some demolition work. Go over. Thirsty beavers are inbound. So we should be okay. Famous last words. 2 bits of tunnel to build. Oh, I didn't rebuild. Floodgate. Prioritize that. To advanced. Patch stream gauge. Bosch. Contamination low threshold. If it's below 1%, 0. Above 2%. 1. Stream gauge. You think you percent. 2%. Brilliant. Just going up. Attached to stream gauge. Tick. Tick. 2%. Close. So that should all be set up now. Water pumping is all happening. Let's get all of these going. Because we need to massively restock. Let's set these to be deleted as well. Let's prioritize them so they actually get deleted. Yeah. Oh, this is going brilliantly now. Awesome. Are they waiting on planks? Plank production should speed up now. Let's just check. These guys are running. Yep. Awesome. We've got logs. You're done. So you can go now. Bring over here. Up. Okay. Built. Trees. That, please. Awesome. Right. Landscaping, explosives. Let's do that. I'm intentionally not putting it under the water pumps yet so that they can still pump water. Go, because we have 300 explosives stored up, so kind of makes sense to make use of it. This should be done now. Yep. That. Gate there. Let's prioritize. Get that built. That's not built yet either. Close above. Yep, that's okay. Probably set that to be quite low. That in stuff. That's going in and going nice and quickly now. Kind of tempted to prioritize some of this. By some, be all. So very tempted to, yep, it is a warehouse, isn't it? Do that. Maximum priority. This one can just be a normal warehouse now. It'll probably just be a normal warehouse now as well. Water supply is going up. It's going to take 8 days to fill, but that includes the fact that we've now expanded it to be 4,700. Going to expand it again because we can tuck a medium one there. High priority. Power generation now should be fine. Food supply is looking better. Maybe put the cassavas closer to the farmhouse. We will do is unplant those and put another farmhouse in, I think. Yeah. Sense to me. Hopefully we can get our water stores filled before we have any issues. Right, just not been finished yet, that's okay. Is going well. I don't know if I've mentioned, yeah, the reason it's taken me so long to make this video is because I had a really bad migraine yesterday. Cover those now. That. All prioritized. They are not. They probably should be. We've actually got 6 spare beavers, so let's make sure the hauling posts are both maxed out. So I think throw in another one. speed up that process. Try and improve the efficiency of the water pumps. I know that they're a long way from all of the things. Everything's a long way from all of the things at the moment, but it'll get better. It'll get better. At some point, you lost picture. So let's pause and stop. So it doesn't appear like too much was lost, so that's good. Not sure what happened there with OBS changing scenes. But anyway, the last I saw was cycle 12, day 7. We're only on day 8, so yeah. I love technology, I really do. We're going to run up to the start of the next drought or bad tide, I think. And that'll be a video. Give us a good picture of where we are with things. Get to those. Cool. Have planks now because the beavers are focused on doing everything at a high priority, at the highest priority. Yeah, that's not great, is it? Everything is maximum priority. Nothing is maximum priority, and we are seeing that in its truest form right now. All right. Now we might be able to speed things up a little bit. I mean, our water is doing really well. 3 days and it'll be full, so that's okay. We've got this done nearly. Again, it doesn't really matter because until we've got water going in there, we don't need it to be sealed. Put our other farm in. And actually, we maybe don't need this if we've not got as many beavers as I thought we had, because we've only got 4 spare. So, anyway. We've not had the warning yet. We'll leave it until we get the one. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Let it cook. Yeah. Beavers are busy stockpiling over here. If I was sensible, actually we can just do it with one of these. Switch one of these to metal. We can have them bringing the metal over that we need as well. That'll speed up the build of the rest of this. So let's try and be smart, shall we? Try, I know, don't always succeed. But we've got 4,000 water stored up now, which is... And we'll have the ability to store 5,000 with 90-ish beavers. How many days is that? T times 2.2, 198. So 5,000 divided by, let's say 95 times 2.2. 23 days of water, I think. So that's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Plus we've got the reservoir we can pump from. So in fact, we have not quite placed all the dynamite. So I think we will, at this point, replace the rest of the dynamite. I'll do high prioritization. There's a demolish, high priority. I'm just going to try making this, well, we are going to make this one deeper before the next event. There's no way we're going to get it twice as deep, but that also means we'll get this little bit available to us. I have a suspicion, yeah. They can't reach those. I think that's the only ones. Probably that as well, yeah. Ah, that's up on there. Okay, we won't worry about that. In fact, we will cancel those. And we can now, that they can get from there. So, there we go. One deeper reservoir. Put back the path because kind of makes sense. To me. Are done. Almost done. We've got a stockpile, so I'm going to let them clear that out. That no longer needs to be prioritized. I didn't actually say it to be an obtain either. Well, and that means they are now focusing on this, and they've made it across, which is awesome. It did finish that. That's awesome. The awesomes. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to delete those. And we're going to replace them with some dams. And hopefully we can get this done as well and get this filled up beforehand, because then we won't need this. The theory I think we'll get this done pretty quick. I can select it. This random bit of path. There we go. Those built. That'll be really good. Hoping that the sluice doesn't need an impermeable floor under it. Some of you will correct me, I'm sure. Find out in a moment. That will be us able to fill this reservoir up. And we do still need to do work inside it, which is why I haven't sealed it here. And why I've put these dams in. So Yep. There we go. Fill, reservoir, fill. Move those. I can just stay paused. And this will begin the process of filling. We want to now make sure that these are set to do our pause, unpause, pause. So that we don't pump out the mountain. No, we won't, because that's fine. Because there's dams there, so it'll be okay. But we are filling up. Just in time. We have a bad tide approaching. Awesome. So we'll get to see if this works as well. But that, dear viewer, will be a job for next time. Because it's been a long process and I am very tired. So thanks for watching, folks. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Hopefully I didn't lose too much with the blank screen. The migraines are quite bad at the moment. Again, annoyingly, and I'm waiting to see my new neurologist due to the wonders of how we do healthcare in the UK. But hey, I don't have to pay for it, so there's that. Yeah, thank you to patrons and the YouTube channel members, and I will see you all next time.